And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Steelers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
4th down.
went on to kick as he sends it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
On 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is Jalen Richard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 27, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. And it looks like stealing football. It is.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks, and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with McFarland. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. There's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Johnson on the return. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, McFarland. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
The Steeler ball carrier, Corey Littleton on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Here's Jacobs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now. 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there's no way he was getting away on that one.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Carr now on 1st down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Bud Dupree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there, Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. And how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
This is taken at about the 14. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Carr. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Tyson Alualu. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia, and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And then the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ben to throw again. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Marcus Joyner there defensively.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the 43-yard line.
Dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. McFarland wants 4. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Carrier. He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. It's a gain of 2 yards.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Is a turnover on down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's good.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. TJ Watt in on the tackle. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr going to look to throw. His throw incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw his Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he nothing to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout. Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game? No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked. It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.